just to stop interactions, just to stop distractions throughout the session. If you try and refrain from using the emoji until the end, then that will hopefully bring focus to the session as well. So yeah, I've got quite a few people. So Girish, I guess I can hand over to you to kick it off.
I can start?
Yes, please. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes, you already know my name. I'm Girish Jha, teaching for the last 40 plus years and counseling people in managing their stress, anxiety, conflict, relationship problem at the personal, professional level. It's a 30-minute session, so I have to be very quick. First is from where the mindfulness comes. It comes from Eastern wisdom. Are you expert in IT? The moment I ask this question, what it means, IT has huge branches of knowledge. You have one specialty, not all. It is, when I use the word Eastern wisdom, it is equivalent to IT, which is 6,000 years old. And it has more than 3,000 teachers in the text and thousands of practices. Like IT, compare it. You all are IT professionals, so I'm making it very clear. Who is the author of IT? Thousands of researchers and scientists. Who is the author of Eastern Wisdom and Mindfulness? Thousands of masters for the last 6,000 years. Clear? Everything I want to make it clear. The way you follow the principles of IT in making any app or programming, we follow the principles of Eastern wisdom. That cannot be changed. Can you change the Newton's law of motion? Can you change the principles making an iPhone and Android phone? There are different varieties, but principles are the same. Am I clear? Same way, the principles of mindfulness has to be from the Eastern wisdom. You can do a lot of research studies. That is different. What exactly mindfulness does? What your app does? What your app does? What your programming does? I'm coming to you. I'm linking this too very clearly. So the goal of mindfulness or meditation is to discover your true nature. Your mind will ask what the hell this true nature is. Am I not living in my true nature? The simple answer is, if you are suffering from anxiety, duality, conflict, any issue that divides the mind, you are not living in your true nature. Very good. Two people are speaking, one mammal and one I am. It's okay. Pay attention to me. So, true nature. How to understand that true nature? Sweetness of a sugar. What is non-essential nature of a sugar? Candy, dessert, ice cream. You see the shape, size, color, everything changes. And what is the essential nature of a sugar? Can sugar be salty anytime? That is the essential nature. What is the goal of mindfulness? Essential nature. We all have one common element. That is same in every human being. You have a choice to keep a smile on the face, or you don't have a choice. So what is that true nature? The master says that true nature is pure consciousness and of the nature of permanent peace, happiness, love, wisdom. Are you clear? So what is the goal of mindfulness? to discover that true nature, to live and work. First you discover that true nature, and then you allow that true nature to express in your thought, speech, action, in your personal, professional, social life. That is the ultimate of mindfulness. Can you create an app in 30 minutes? Can you create an app? Removing all the bugs and programming and coding and everything is fine. After 30 minutes you say, come on Girish, take this app, use it. If no, same thing with the mindfulness or meditation. Same thing applies. It's a journey. Different branches, the way, you develop an app with, teamwork. It's a teamwork, isn't it? Isn't it? You can nod your head, don't say, don't open your eyes. So 10 minutes I'll be speaking, 10 minutes I'll do the practice, and another 10 minutes we'll share the experiences and we'll understand if you have any questions. 30 minutes of app development, finalize, and you get it, everything. But yes, it's a good way to introduce another part that I would love to make you understand. Our mind experiences anxiety, stress, duality, conflict, problem, right? Mind is a software, brain is a hardware. I'm trying to speak the language of IT, yours language. Brain is a hardware, mind is a software, right? This mind has come from animal kingdom. It is an old software. It needs an update, it needs an upgrade. Clear? The last point. What do you mean by update of this mind software? Why the hell mind you enter into anxiety? If my boss becomes angry, he is becoming angry, why should I? So I need to update that software so that I'm not influenced and dictated by the external environment and the external condition that leads to the state of mindfulness. Am I clear? So I normally say, I'm a fan of Windows, starting from 95, Windows 95. So what we do, we uninstall that software and we reinstall. Meditation, mindfulness is exactly like this. So you know the process, you have the clear understanding of the principles that you apply to the mind, you uninstall the old software that causes the duality, anxiety, conflict, unwanted conflict. Boss is angry, why should I be angry and upset? Thank you. Continue. But to reach to that state, I have to update my software, that is mind. So when you update your software, the brain also responds to it. The latest research studies for the last 20 years on mindfulness and meditation, what it says? Keep a smile on the face. That's why I said that keep your videos open. If you're not in a smile, then what you will get in 30 minutes? Don't look at my beard, pay attention to what I'm saying. So what happens in mindfulness? It changes your mind. You have updated the software. It influences the brain. These research studies says neuroplasticity epigenetics, neurogenesis, three bigger changes. Brain pathways changes. Now the brain doesn't want to act with anxiety, doesn't want to react. It wants to respond. When the brain changes, your attitude changes. When your attitude changes, your personality changes. When your personality changes, you change your life at the personal, professional, social, family level. The mindfulness, the entire journey of the mindfulness is to make your entire life a celebration. You celebrate an event. How long? 1 day, 2 day, birthday. The next day, all the pleasure is gone. But mindfulness makes your entire life a celebration. In short, that is the entire summary. So let us go for 4-step relaxation mindfulness practice. Close your eyes. Wherever you are sitting, just sit. Close your eyes. Why you close your eyes? You have to look inside. Why you have to look inside? True nature. True nature, your true nature lies inside you. That's why we close our eyes, but close your eyes gently and move the mind on the neck joint. Don't move the body to the mind. Move the mind on the neck joint. You feel the sensation and be comfortable and steadiness. You see that if the body continues to move, who is moving? The mind. Body is a matter. It cannot move by itself. So if you follow the simple instructions, move the mind on the shoulder joints, what happens? You feel, you have a sensation, comfortable, steadiness. Move the mind on the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. The mind is moving on the entire body. You experience sensation, you're comfortable, and you experience steadiness. Now the first step, I call it is a 4-step relaxation mindfulness practice. I gave 2 practices, we don't have enough time. The first practice, you do nothing. You have to simply move the mind in the field of awareness. Are you comfortable? Do you experience the steadiness? That is the precondition. Now the condition is set. I'm talking like an IT guy. First step, move the mind on the head and the neck. Be there, feel the sensation and awareness. Move the mind on the right arm. You don't move the body, you move the mind on the right arm. And rise to an experience of sensation and awareness. Move the mind on the left arm. Sensation and awareness. Move the mind on the chest and the belly. Sensation and awareness. Move the mind on the right leg. Sensation and awareness. Move the mind on the left leg. Sensation and awareness. Do you remember the precondition? That's how you develop your programming in app. So maintain that comfort and the steadiness in the body. You may feel variety of sensations during the practice. Recognize, accept it, let it come, let it go. Second step. You see, it's so easy. Simpler the practice, the higher it is. So even if you get 10% of the practice, you have started the journey. Move the mind on the head and the neck again. This time, experience sensation and stillness in the body. The mind goes to the right arm. Sensation and the stillness. Move the mind on the left arm. Sensation and the stillness. Move the mind on the chest and the belly. Sensation and the stillness. Move the mind on the right leg and experience sensation and stillness. Move the mind on the left leg. Experience the sensation and stillness. The entire body, check it again. Precondition is being comfortable and steadiness. After the second step, you experience naturally. You need not to do anything. An experience of sensation and stillness. Let us move to the third step. You guys, maybe one or two out of you would be a great expert, and you tweak. Hey, you do like this. Third step is like this. Look inside the heart. Become aware of the space or emptiness. The moment you become aware of the space and emptiness, just drop the word Shantoham. Shantoham means I am the peace. But there is another tweaking in this. Again, look inside the heart. Become aware of the space. And the moment you see the space, then only you drop Shantoham. Move the mind once again inside the heart. Deep inside. Become aware of the space within. It's okay. Nothing should disturb you at all. No worries. We are moving inside. Let there be a storm outside. What do? You rush inside the home, close the door. Same thing. If any disturbance is outside, no worries. And now, one more time. The mind goes inside the heart. You become aware of the space. The moment you are aware of the space, Shantoham, you are looking into the space and dropping Shantoham. Third step is done. Now the fourth step. Look at the breath. I would use the word tricky. It's a tricky part. What is that? You know the breath is going in and out. Just look at it. You're not doing anything. You're simply aware. Second, the moment the breath goes in, you feel the sensation inside the nose. The moment the breath comes out, you feel the sensation inside the nose. Third point of awareness is tricky. You need not to change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. 3-pointed awareness of the breath. You know the breath is going in and out. You feel the sensation of the breath and no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. If the mind is maintaining awareness of the 3 points, it will not move the body. You instantly experience variety of sensation in the body. Maybe the vision. Sometimes the mind drops very deep inside. Be there with awareness of the breath. And do nothing now. Remain in the state of doing nothing. I appreciate you're really IT expert. You know the instructions. Do nothing also means that there is no movement in the body. And how to impact the practice deeply. Are you already aware that the teacher recites the chantings? That helps to go to mind within. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now we return in a specific way. Listen to the instructions carefully. Bring the mind on the right hand and experience the change in the experience. Bring the mind on the left palm. Raise, lift both the palms and place it on your eyes if your hands are clean. Bring both the palms on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Ask yourself, what is your experience? Bring the hands down. Practice is complete. I took 10 minutes. Another 9 minutes we have for sharing the experiences and questions. What is your experience, Chris?
Very, very relaxing, actually. Something I didn't really know I needed at the end of today, but I clearly did. So it just goes to show that you don't always know when you need to take time out, but it really did help.
Yes. It needs practice, practice, practice. And take up this practice. You need only 10 minutes to do the practice couple of times during the day. And you'll find a change. How are you, Dora?
It was very nice, relaxing, and actually at first it was very hard for me because I'm not used to doing nothing. So it was very hard for me to not to, I don't know, not to fidget something, not to think about things and stuff like that. But it was very nice overall.
I understand. Before entering IT was very difficult for you. Now it's very easy. So we have to learn those principles to make it easy. Simple. Yes, or anyone wants to share their experiences or ask any question? Jonathan, what is your experience?
I think mine is similar to Dora. I liked it, but it's hard to not think about stuff. To completely wander off is really hard. I don't know if you have some tips you have.
Jonathan, you're right. Apply the same principle in which profession you are. In the beginning, the IT seems to be very difficult. But if you have a bug, what you do? You have the certain principles. You know those tips. You apply those principles and remove the bug. So we have hundreds of principles for every experience, for every challenges you feel in mindfulness. So if I know the nature, why the mind does not want to remain in the state of doing nothing, we can find the solution. One clue, do you do anything in deep sleep? Don't tell me that you do nothing. For certain hours, definitely you do nothing. So we have certain tips and the principles. Anyone else? Uday Patel wanted to ask some question or share the experiences. You can do that. Or anyone?
Yeah. When I started when we started the whole meditation process, I felt a bit anxious feeling. I'm not sure why, but yeah, that's something I felt during the session.
Yes. Let me tell you the principle. whatever masters have taught us, that when the mind wants to enter into the field of unknown, known field is okay. You see, if I'm a stranger, you have certain type of anxiety. Who is this? Why you have come? So when the mind enters into the field of unknown, we have those feelings. But if we sustain, if we continue the practice, that feeling goes away. Now you need not to worry with this guy with the beard. Now you know, he's a teacher, he's an instructor. So same thing. So you see that what I do normally when I take a client suffering from, say, for example, depression. So I introduce one principle first week. I give one practice. Next week we meet. I take a feedback. I ask them what you are feeling, how the practice is going on, whether the practice is helping you or not. So they tell me their challenges. Second week, I record the second practice. It again, I personalize and customize the practice. I introduce other principles. That's how the journey continues. Do you understand? Did you get it? The same way you do in IT. Do this, do this. Now let us combine. Oh, there is a bug. Remove the bug. So I remove the bug from the mind. When the mind hangs, I say, okay, I know why it is hanging. I know the principle. Let us apply this principle. Let me customize the practice and get out of it. Roxana, smiling. What is your experience? I'm pushing you guys, Or yes.
To me, it was strange to ignore the noise from the outside.
Yeah.
So that was the most interesting part. Because it was difficult in the first time, but then I get involved more and more involved, and it was fine again.
Yes. We should understand, last point, I'm making, then I will ask Chris to say something in this. You understand one thing, there is a storm outside, windstorm outside your home. What exactly you do? Do you fight with the storm? Or do you rush inside the home and close the door? You rush inside and close the door. So the impact of the storm is gone. Now apply the same principle with reference to the mind. The mind is experiencing a lot of crazy thoughts coming from outside, or the noise, conditions in the external world. What should I do? Should I fight with those thoughts and noise or the storm? No. So what is the art of meditation? Is to move the mind deep within, so that and close the door. So you have what? You're already in calmness and peace. Nothing external conditions are affecting you. Can it happen in 30 minutes? No. Can you create an app in 30 minutes? Simple answer. It cannot happen. It's a continuous journey. Continuous journey. So once you perfect, you have uninstalled the old mind, you have installed the new mind, new software is there, and you know how it works, you're there. You're always in peace. You're always in happiness. That is all for today. Chris, any question I can take up?
Yeah, I just want to say from my side, and I guess on behalf of everyone here, thank you so much. I think this is all something we kind of need to take into account. Particularly everyone's working from home. It's not easy. It's not normal for a lot of people. Thank you for helping us to look at those 4 principles, and hopefully this has taught you something that you can all go and take further throughout your internship. Whenever you kind of need it, to just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes to yourself. So thank you, Girish.
I will put this audio file on my Spreaker app, and you can download that. You can do the practice again and again. And I'll send that link to the Chris, so that if he wants to share, he can share.
I will share. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friends. Keep smiling.
Thanks, everyone.